Alrighty, we got Tequila Sunset versus Pigman. Nurgle versus Lizardman. This Nurgle build actually looks something similar to what I brought on stream, but it's funny because I did the stream before seeing this. So Pigman did it first. Now I was memeing a bit more, but this actually looks pretty good. Tamarkan, who has had issues finding his place after the DLC hype wore off, he's just generally not considered that good, but versus Lizardman, he does have strong anti-large, strong armor-piercing presence. And he's self-reliant, unbreakable, so that's nice. Front line of Pestigors, which are amazing, and then Forsaken of Nurgle, which are also fine, leads this to be a lot of heavy infantry. Have a Deathcaster, Soul Blight, and Spirit Leech, and then 4 Marauder Horsemen with Throwing Axes in case of a big spooky dinosaur. On this big spooky dinosaur team, we have a Saurus Spear front line, 4 Skinkhorse Javelins, Cold One Riders in the back, 2 of which are Spear Riders. We have a Solar Engine Dino, a Saurus Scar Veteran on a T-Rex, and then we do have Tehenowin on his Stegodon, Engine of the Gods mount, with Flock of Doom as his only real spell. Let's see it. The Engine of the Gods did get buffs couple patches ago, where now the beam moves actually pretty fast, so it can be a little more difficult to dodge than usual. Ooh, and look at that. We have a Plaque of Dominion out, I believe. Oh, never mind. It's a Soul Blight. I thought it was a Plaque of Dominion from the Saurus Scar Veteran. The Thunder Laser is in. One Forsaken dodges it, the other one does not, taking about 2/3 of its HP in damage. And the Saurus Scar Veteran is in, though he is surrounded by Pestigors. No, those are Saurus Spears. Hey, little guys, you're also green, so that's a little confusing. Anyway, Pestigors are actually terror routing away, and so is the Death Sorcerer as the Saurus Scar Veteran puts him in the dirt and gets a ton of good hits off, but then one of his overambitious leaps actually takes him away from his intended target, and then he keeps leaping in that direction, so I guess he wasn't trying to attack the Deathcaster. But it does save him from Tamarkan, so I guess that's fine. Here come all the throwing axes, trying to hit Tehenowin, and instead they get a big old face full of dinosaur and a Plaque of Dominion, causing them to tear out away in a bit of a disaster. So take that, you. You don't get anything nice today. Balance of power is roughly 50-50, though maybe Lizardman favored. Maybe, possibly. Forsaken of Nurgle beating up on poor skinks wherever they can find them, but the Saurus Spear front line is holding for now. Spirit Leech plus Throwing Axe Kite onto the Saurus Scar Veteran. He is having a time. He's having a time, poor guy. Let's just not bring any healing for him, so it looks like he is just going to be left out to dry as the Skirmish Cav continue to hound after the wounded animal that lay before them in all the most literal senses. Elsewhere, we have Cold One Spear Riders. Look at the color scheme he chose. Everything is just a pile of green. Everything is green. I can't tell what's what. Anyway, Pestigors and Forsaken are fighting back quite effectively against Cold One Spear Riders with Tamarkan's leadership doing quite a lot of damage. Flock of Doom onto 3 Skirmish Cav who are all clumped up while the Saurus Scar Veteran tried to get to safety, but there really isn't that much counter-firing presence or even that much cavalry presence to really keep the Skirmish Cav at base. They've been largely free to do whatever they want. If these Cold One Riders want to chase after them, they are also armored, and the Throwing Axe will be more than happy to take them out as well. Lizardmen are up on the balance of power now. Pestigors and some Forsaken staying in the fight, but it looks like Tehenowin might be coming over to deal something about that. He does have another Sky Laser. He does have plenty more Flocks of Dooms left, and there's the Sky Laser right onto Pestigors and into Forsaken. But they dodge fast enough. Unfortunately for the Forsaken, they do get put on fire. So some of that healing they were receiving did get a little mitigated. Saurus Scar Veteran is routing at last, fighting with all these infantry and the Skirmish Cav, and then come the rest of the Skirmish Cav to use all of their remaining ammunition on poor, sweet Tehenowin, who did not enjoy that whatsoever. Tide is turning. Nurgle is all of a sudden taking the lead on the balance of power. Forsaken, the Pestigors just don't quit. Pestigors, okay, I literally just said nice things about you and then you terror out, but whatever. I was going to say that their armor piercing makes them actually pretty effective against large dinosaurs, even if they don't have any too large. Still getting surrounded by a whole bunch of great axe wielding cows does not lead to a good time. Another thing I noticed from playing a little bit with Tamarkan, just running around with him, Well, I don't think he's a Great Lord. One thing that is very nice about him is you can kind of stick him in any fight, and he is obscenely hard to kill. I have stuck him in fights with anti-large monstrous infantry, anti-large cavalry, and, I mean, he doesn't win it, but he also dies so slowly that you can usually get him some support eventually. Favorite Son of Nurgle and the Black Cleaver are both popped, giving him a pretty strong melee stats. He tries to chase Tehenuin around. For Tehenuin's part, he is just kiting, looking to get some more cycle charging and Flock of Dooms down onto the infantry of Nurgle, and maybe rally his own forces in the meantime. Good rear charge there, we'll do some damage. What is left? We have some very wounded Cold One Riders all around the place. Tehenuin is relatively healthy, though not for long. Yeah, a couple good shots in there from Tamerkan. Tamerkan. I hate his name. I hate it, because I always want to call him Tarmakon, which is way cooler than his actual name. His actual name blows. Tarmakon! Way better, but there's no R there. Grr. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we talking about? A Fecundity is coming through to heal up the Maggot Lord. So he's in here bodying Tehenuin. Yeah, Tehenuin doesn't want any of the smoke. Skirmish Cav with very little ammunition are coming in to help out where they can, though we do have a spear and anti-large Cav surrounding on Timmy Tam Tams. I hate his name. You have no idea how much I hate his name. Because I know I say it wrong, but it's just so much cooler. Tamerkan! Tamerkan's stupid. Tamerkan. I know the correct way to say his name isn't as nerdy as Tamerkan, but I just like can't wrap my head around how to say it right. Tamerkan. Stupid. I think stupid. Anyway, finds his way into great axing of a Stillodon in the face. Still getting pursued by some Cold One Spear Riders. We still have a lot of Saurus Spears around, considering they're Saurus. So, 52 models out of 100 is actually a good amount of Saurus. Now the Maggot Lord is surrounded, getting jumped on and poked down slowly but surely. The Lizards do have perfect vigor as long as they're next to this guy. He has that AoE vigor regeneration aura. So it's actually better than perfect vigor. But Tehenuin is getting scarily low, as are most of the Lizardmen forces. Cold One Spear Riders trying to regain some vigor. Not quickly enough as they go from exhausted to very tired. And now they're routing away. Saurus are just tired, however. Other ones are active. Another Spirit Leech in on Tehenuin. The Maggot Lord is getting low. Black Cleaver and Nurgle's favorite son out. Gives him tons of resistances. He's going to go back to cleaving straight through the Solar Engine. We're about to lose another Saurus Spear, bringing us down to the final one. Tehenuin charges in, accompanied by a flock of crows. I saw a weird little animation there. Don't know if Flock of Doom just raw or something, but it looked very cool on his charge. He is, however, taking a lot of damage while Curse of the Slugged inside all these Bestigors. We're beating the piss out of him and have actually pretty high melee stats, considering they're an armor-piercing 650 gold infantry. Tehenuin routes, and with that is probably army losses. There it is for the Lizardmen. Tamerkan, I think I got it right that time, wins. Good for you. 1900 value, not bad at all from him. Spirit Leech Caster did fine. All of the infantry of Nurgle just saturated the air with bodies. Throwing X-Cav did great. Decided to kill Sunset. 3,100 value for Tehenuin. Not bad there. Source did okay. Skin Core's Javelins did fine. Cold One Spear Riders. Wow, really? Bastildon did fine. But Cold One Spear Riders, what is wrong with you? Why are you like this? I saw several instances where he got you the exact fight you wanted, and you still sucked and died. You're the worst. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.